Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Christian Whistleblower channel. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. I'm coming to you live from an undisclosed location in the heartland of America, under the radar, but always over the top. Welcome to the Christian Whistleblower channel today. And today, since we always say hello to ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today's show will have a little bit of an adult theme. So just an advisory, you might want to consider, if you'd like, the children of all ages, the boys and girls, to be in on this one, because it's going to have a little bit of an adult theme. Nothing graphic, nothing nasty, nothing dirty, but it is a program with a adult theme, and I'm pretty sure it'll be okay for Rocky Stucci. And if you didn't see our show last night, the debut of Shut Up and Listen with myself and Rocky Stucci, you need to make sure right after this program that you take a look at that one, because it was powerful and it was just the start of something really amazing, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Hello to everybody in the chat room. So many. Nice to see you all here. I won't belay the time to introduce every single one, but thank you for being here. I do appreciate you being here. And more than you know, I appreciate you being here. Please make certain that you are still subscribed to the channel. Many people have been unsubscribed, and not willingly so. And if you have unsubscribed willingly, I hope that you'll consider coming back, because I am just your harmless little fuzzball, just your mailman. Nice to see Milky Way Weekly back after a brief hiatus. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. And I'm looking at the one I got coming up for this afternoon. Whew. Don't tell anybody, but later this afternoon, I'm going to talk about the subject of the unpardonable sin. Wow. Here we go. So, let's talk. And we've had some time to get the appropriate audience in the house. Let's just, if you need to adjust your audience, I'll say hi to Chase, say hi to Lisa, say hi to Snowflake. I hope you're not like one of those melty kind of snowflakes. Lisa, Gallant, Mandy Armstrong, Milky Way Weekly, Joyce Marie, Mandy. Nice to see you, Stephen, and Tracy, and Darius, and Rocky Stucci. T-Love in the house. Always nice to see you. Jama, Mandy, Stephanie, Carrie, Michelle Canham-Free, Cynthia L, Nancy, Paul, no kidding, Paul Hall, and also Dwayne Copeland, Judy Carter. Let's see. Nice to see all of you here. Many more flowing in. So now that we've given you a chance, Robert Vopalak, Billy Batson, John Dixon, nice to see all of you. Now that we've given you a chance, Crystal Keith, nice to see you as well. Let's talk about, I'm like Joan Rivers today. Can we just talk here? Let's talk about the subject of everybody does it. Let's make it productive. Or maybe even more, Queen Frankenstein accurate would be, everybody does it. Let's at least not hurt ourselves. How about that? So, ladies and gentlemen, there are two kinds of people in this world. Those that engage from time to time in autoerotic activities and liars. And if you want to lie and pretend, that's okay. But I hope that you listen anyway, because I think you'll get some good stuff here. I'm glad I announced your name correctly. Here we go, buck naked. Show me the duckies. TMI, Paul. But anyway, so two kinds of people. You know who you are. And we are creator beings, ladies and gentlemen. Like it or not, believe it or not, we are creator beings. And I'm reading from my own notes, so don't think you're always just reading from a book. We are creator beings, and our thoughts are literally things. Our intentions are instruments of manifestation. When we think about something, something happens. When we focus our intentions, they become literally instruments, playing instruments, if you will, operating instruments, if you will, bulldozers. What they do is they do become instruments of manifestation. And ladies and gentlemen, our manifestations of energy manifest energetically. There's no such thing as energy that goes nowhere and does nothing. Once energy, once intention is manifested and projected, it will bring home some results. It will. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen. The law of attraction that you love to talk about, that law of attraction also works in your bedroom. The law of attraction is in full force in your bedrooms. So when, or we'll play along, if you engage in autoeroticism, you are creating. That is undeniable. You are creating things. You are creating energetic manifestations because you're putting out energetic manifestations. You're putting out affections. And far be it for me to quote the first century New Testament scriptures, but there is a diamond in there that says, and now I lost it in my brain, we do manifest. What we project energetically does return stuff to us. Like seeks like. And whatever intention, whatever energy you're putting out, doesn't matter if you're doing math or doing what we're talking about, it puts out energy. And the law of attraction is still a law, even when you are engaged in that which we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So my question to you is, what are you creating? What are your thoughts? What are your motivations? What are your intentions? What are you projecting? Jeff, are you really going to get that deep into my business? Yes, I am. I'm going to get deep into your business so you can make your business better. Because right now, your business is hurting you. Some of you, and it's not your fault. It's been 2,000 years, somewhere between 2 and 10,000 years of suppression and oppression from a fear and guilt control matrix that's religious based, that's trying to tell us one of the strongest drives that the gods gave us is nasty, rotten, dirty, foul. And that just means that the gods that are telling you that are nasty, rotten, dirty, or foul. Listen to the show yesterday. We are created by good gods with great creative power, and they put the same thing in us. And a lot of you are tired all the time. A lot of you are depressed all of the time. A lot of you deal with unbalanced entities a lot of the time. A lot of you live in a world of anger, a world of malice, a world of aggression, a world where you're surrounded by selfish people coming at you, wanting to take. Have you ever pondered that you're putting out a lot of those same energetic projections when you're engaged? Depression, Mandy, boom. When you're engaged in this activity of which we're speaking, autoeroticism. You can look that up. Whatever you're putting out, whatever you're thinking about when you're engaged in that, whatever your intentions are when you're engaged in that, whatever your manifestations are when you're engaged in that, you're getting it back. And that's why some of you live in toxic, energetic, black goo up to here because of what you're putting out. Because some of you do this a lot, and we're not saying that's wrong. But you are hurting yourself. You are making it harder for yourself. You are creating energetic quicksand that you have to move through in your life by the thoughts, by the manifestations, by the intentions that you are projecting through the practice of masturbation. Let's just say it. You live in an energetic environment of your own creation. And the good news is you live in an energetic environment of your own control. So the question, of course, is, should you just stop? Well, that's up to you. And there are people that have decided to stop. If you're not in a relationship and you want to build yourself up, if you want to learn some self-control, if you want to learn some energetic control, that is something that, is open to you. That's something I've done before when I wasn't in a relationship or when I was in a long distance relationship. And the benefits are significant. But remember, we're being honest here. There's two kinds of people in the world, those that do and those that lie. Sooner or later, you're going to have to breathe, you're going to have to eat, and you're going to, you know what? You just are. And you shouldn't feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel, and Chase is hitting the nail on the head, you shouldn't feel dirty about it. But the problem is that most of our autoerotic activity is creating negative stuff because so many of us are focused on pornographic stimulation in order to get to the place where we can practice this. But you can make your autoeroticism powerfully creative. Yes, you can. Oh, that just said, thank you, Satan, right? And backwards. Have you ever seen that video? Crazy. I recommend you baby step it. Just baby step things, ladies and gentlemen. Start by making it not counterproductive. Start by making it not counterproductive. I wouldn't have said it just the way Mandy did, but I get what she's saying. How do you make it counterproductive? Well, and I don't know how this works with girls because I'm not a girl. And I seem to have this feeling that girls are not as lust focused as dudes are in this thing. I mean, dudes, I tend, from what I know and from the counseling I've done over the years as a pastor and since, dudes tend to be into the pornography, and dudes tend to get, when they focus on something in a state of arousal, they're thinking about what they can do to that person. Oh, I'd like to fill in the blank. It's thoroughly service to self. What you can do to another person, what you can get from another person. Now, I'm not trying to make sex magicians out of all of you, but I am trying to help all of you not stop creating toxic sludge in your energetic environment. So what if you thought about, let's say you're a dude and you get a vision of a person in mind. Stop the porn, first of all. Stop the porn. You got to stop it. Let's say you get a picture in mind of a certain female you find attractive. Instead of thinking what you could do to her, instead of operating in service to self, what can I get from her? Why don't you focus, I'm just suggesting, why don't you focus on honoring? Why don't you focus on appreciation? Why don't you focus on admiring the beauty? Why don't you maybe be thankful for beauty? Why don't you maybe honor that person, send that person power, send that person healing, send that person strength, send that person, anything people need, strength, wealth, health, happiness, security, protection. Why not, instead of when someone comes to your mind and you moving into a state of masturbation, instead of thinking what you can do to them, what you can get from them, why can't you think of honoring them, appreciating them, giving a service to others mentality? Ooh. And just think about it. Just think about it. What if what you're creating now, you know what you're creating now with that service to self, lusty, what can I get, what can I do, kind of attitude. You know what you're getting from that. It's why you're tired. It's why you're depressed. It's why you're run down. It's why you're sick. It's why you can't have good relationships. It's why people are always coming at you, wanting something, wanting something, wanting something, wanting something, wanting something. You're always putting out, take, 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 take. So you're getting back, take, 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 take. You're always putting out, what can I do to them? Do. And you're getting back what people that want to do to you. You're putting out aggression and power and control and dominance and take, and you're getting it back energetically. I'm just suggesting, what if you turn that around? You're not going to stop being aroused by the opposite sex. At least I hope not. You're not. And there's still going to be a lot of dirty birds flying over your head saying, Bill Clinton, that kind of, what you can do. You can't stop those birds from flying over your head, but you can stop them from building a nest in your hair. So, Jeff, you're trying to tell me when I think of some girl or I think of some boy, and I don't mean boy, dude, you know what I mean, that instead of saying what I want to do to them, what I want to get from them, I should start honoring them? You know what? I'm going to make a statement that some of you, because of your strong Christian background, will have a problem with, but there's nothing wrong for a man to honor and adore feminine beauty. There's nothing wrong with a woman honoring and appreciating male beauty. Gentlemen, just because you like the way she looks, don't feel guilty about that, but feel responsible, because you are. The person that's the focus of your focus, you can react service to self, lust, take, use, abuse, subjugate, or you can service to others, love, honor, respect, appreciate, project. Well, somebody says, well, what if I can't get aroused when I'm doing that? Well, then you got no problems, do you? You got no problems. Because if you're not aroused, you don't have to worry about this. It's just go chop some wood, or do something else, do something productive. And if you can't get aroused by the opportunity of seeing someone in a positive, healthy way, then best you aren't. And it'll take some time, but you'll come back out of that deep, dark hole of lust, and you'll come back into the place of love and appreciation. Remember, the gods made us male and female, and then they said, get busy. Get busy what? Get busy replenishing the earth and bringing it to its full potential. Get busy creating. This is what they want us to do. When you are aroused, what's causing your arousal? Instead of trying to control it, own it, use it, suck it dry, offer appreciation, offer honor to that person. Now, let me get real with you. What if it's a stored memory related to pornography, a scene or an actor or an actress? What if it's a stored memory that keeps coming up to your mind? What can you do with that? And it'll take a while for that stuff to get out of your mind. Well, how about this? If it's a stored pornography scene or actor or actress, first of all, when they come into your mind, don't see them as an actor or an actress. Don't see them as a person engaged in that activity. Don't see them as a prop in your personal pleasure palace. See them as a person. See them as a human being. Might be hard to see Ron Jeremy as a human being, but Ron has a mama who loves him. See them as human beings. And think of what you could do for them instead of what you could do to them. Appreciate the beauty of the human form. Honor it. Appreciate it. And can you imagine what happens when you go from service to self, lust, ownership, domination, what I can get, what I could do, how they can serve me, and you turn it around to what can I do for them, see them as human beings, appreciate the beauty, honor, send positive intentions, positive power, because you're creating power, you're creating intention. And just like you'll get back the stuff that's dragging you down, you'll get back that stuff that you're sending out that's positive. And it will come back to you. Remember, you are in charge of the energetic environment you create. And if you change the way you look at the sources of your arousal, specifically the human sources of your arousal, you will change the energy that you're projecting, and you will change the energy that you get back. And you will, in short order, change your entire energetic environment. All of a sudden, you're not up to here in energetic sludge anymore. You're up to here in phileo love, eros love, agape love, plain old human appreciation for other humans. And there's nothing wrong with that, in my humble opinion. And not only will your environment change, you will change. You will become different. All of a sudden, you won't be so depressed anymore because you're not filling your life with negative, unbalanced energy. You're filling it with positive, balanced energy. Again, I'm not trying to turn you all into what are those people called that do this kind of stuff? Shamans and, people like that. I'm not trying to turn you on to shamans. I'm just trying to help you turn your life around from a life that is lived with the energetic rebound of lust and perversion and a take, use, me, service to self mentality. There's a price to pay for that. And it's baby steps. Baby steps. Just the intention of trying to change and improve is going to help you change and improve. What you're doing now is bringing toxic waste into your life. How are you going to hurt yourself if you at least try to bring it and turn it around? Here we go. Let's go into the chat room. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Hubbard is joining us on The Last Stand at 9 p.m. Central. Zachary Hubbard, Gematria Effect News, going to be big stuff. Wednesday night, Joseph Atwell, author of Caesar's Messiah, is going to come on and talk about his other book, Shakespeare's Secret Messiah. Boom. Thursday night, Scotty Roberts, Consequential Rap Scallions. Chase says he came into this world breathing divine, came into this world breathing sovereign, came into this world breathing free. Breathe divinity, breathe sovereignty, breathe freedom, even when you're engaged in personal time. Let's leave it at that. Sounds like raw passion. The problem is we need to learn not to act in raw passion. Raw passion sounds animalistic to me. We are divine, we're sovereign, we're free, and we can direct, lead, guide our intentions, our passions, so we can manifest the things that I'm not even talking about manifesting good stuff. We'll get to that. But I'm just talking about, and I don't know if I can do that in a public, I may have to do some private webinars, but we're talking about not manifesting harmful stuff. Got a feeling this is about making your sexual energies. Yep, you're right. You're right. Let's see what else we got in here. Strangely quiet. That's funny. I'll cover my ears for this one, says Tracy. The youngins are gone. Good. When we come up, infinite life, when we come up with enough voices speaking it. Yes, T-Love. And not to mention the fact that, I've said this before, imagine right now at 3:25 p.m. Central Time on April 29th, how many people in the world right now are engaged in masturbation? And how many of them right now are engaged in that activity through the stimulation of pornography? Almost all. What if we could change 1% of that? 2%, 5%, 10%, you would see a literal change in the world. And I don't know about you, cousin, but I am in the world changing business, and business is a booming. We're trying to change the world one person at a time, one choice at a time. And that's the way that it happens. Here we go. Listening and walking in the rain. Can someone remind me what that activity is? That's funny. It is manifested to you, love. Yep. You can only manifest what is predestined. I appreciate you offering your opinions. I appreciate you offering them in courtesy. I think that you're limiting yourself, though, Infinite Life. What is predestined, and who does predestine? God's. We're divine, we're sovereign, we're free. I think we can manifest anything and everything. But that's just me. What you create bears the intention you create it with. Love, anger, hate, control, service to self, service to others. Boom. Boom. The law of attraction is off because it's been 2 years for me. Well, maybe it's just something, it's taken a little while to get together what's coming your way, Mandy. I'd be happy if you're doing it right and it's been 2 years, then something really good's coming your way. It's taking a minute to get it done. I like that, especially when you've realized your power. Careful with your intentions. Absolutely. Believe and achieve. Depression. Manifesting love and favor. Yep. Jeff, you validate my expectations are never too high. I think that's a compliment. I'm not sure. True emotional control is the beginning of enlightenment. That I like, Infinite Life. And don't tell me, oh, I can't control that. It's just, well, then you're doing something wrong. You can control every bit of your being. You're in charge of this meat suit. This meat suit shouldn't be running things. And if it is, you're doing it wrong. And like Infinite Life says, we can control all the emotion of this meat suit. And to learn to do so is the beginning of enlightenment. And may I say this, if you can learn to control, direct, and manifest the powerful human sex drive, what can't you do? Everything else is easy peasy. Everything else is easy peasy after that. Black goo, Michelle, yep. It keeps your frequency up, absolutely. I've been unbelievably lucky. Sorry. I wonder the percentage of the people were chased goes to the pornography question. Absolutely. And somehow Jesus and Elohim got in here. Porn is boring. Good. Self-love versus lust for images in the mind. I didn't even think about that part, Charla. What did Jesus say? He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. First thing you got to do is love yourself. Well, what's wrong with loving yourself? If you're loving yourself, I appreciate me. I appreciate the way I'm made. I appreciate the way I'm put together. I appreciate the way the divine crafted me. I appreciate you. Just appreciate yourself. That's positive. Send yourself positive vibration. Send yourself good energy. Send yourself healing. That's kind of the next step beyond what we're talking about now, but that's good. I like it. I don't feel ashamed or dirty, but talking about it always feels a bit strange, of course, because they don't want us to talk about it. It's like religion and politics. Because if you talk about religion and politics, you start realizing that one and the same thing. You start realizing that the fix is in. You start realizing there's an us, there's a them coming against us. Same thing about talking about this type of thing. Oh, don't talk about that. They don't want us to talk about it because they don't want us to understand it. Because the last thing they don't want us to understand how to not wreck ourselves. Because if you don't feel wrecked, you're not running to Plastic Jesus. If you don't feel wrecked, you're not running to Big Daddy. They need you feeling broke, busted, and disgusted. And there's no better way to feel broke, busted, and disgusted than to project with sexual intention broke, busted, and disgusting ideas and thoughts. So they don't want me telling you that you can change that, because then you're not broke, busted, and disgusted, and you don't feel the need for Plastic Jesus or Big Daddy. That's step one. And then when you realize, oh man, it's okay, it's normal, there's a reason they gave me this, it's creative, so I could at least create positivity. And then if you really want to start learning it and mastering it, you can manifest stuff and things and power in your life. Wow. That's all I'm going to say right now is wow. Joyce hits it. You got to get rid of the guilt. Cynthia L says it's a great stress reliever. Well, do you deserve to be relieved of stress? I want to wash this gray right out of my hair. You know, make a little song like that, only a little different than that. Was Jesus black? Jesus wasn't even real. All women are beautiful, and they need reminding. I like that. We're not going there, Crystal Keith. No porn for me, only the real thing. Good. Porn's not healthy. Absolutely right. Appreciation, what a concept. Boom. You're so smart, awesome, genius. Really not that smart. It's pretty basic. I'm just smart enough to ask the questions they don't want us to ask. If they say don't talk about it, I talk about it. If they say don't think about it, I think about it. If they say don't do it, I do it. I'm the guy, if it says wet paint, I got to touch and make sure that shit's wet or not. That's just the way I am. If I see a sign that says keep off the grass, I'm on the grass. If I see a sign that says danger, I'm looking over there to see what the hell's going on. It's just the way I am. I met a woman who was scarred up about her own people because of what religion taught her about self-pleasure. Yeah. If you don't serve yourself, you cannot serve others. Yes and no, yes and no. If you serve enough others, you'll have others come to serve you. Yes and no, yes and no. I like that, Alith. Of course, you may know you meant no ill intent, Chase. I've never known you to make ill intent. T Love says make it fun and sexy. And there ain't nothing wrong with fun, and there ain't nothing wrong with sexy. Oh, are we bringing sexy back? Just like JT? No honor, no touch. Nobody's touching. Honoring's different. And yeah, a little chivalry. Nothing wrong with chivalry. Women should be treated with respect. It's one of the few mortal pleasures we get. Okay. Stop, T-Love. I know. I remember when I said that. I should have chose my words better. I'd like something like this, but it doesn't exist in my world. Well, guess what, Mandy? You're divine. You're sovereign. You're free. Create it. Chocolate-covered strawberries. Whatever works for you, girl. Whatever makes you feel special. I guess I asked for some of this. I guess I asked for some of this to show my appreciation. I didn't know that. Charla's always been fascinated that pupils dilate during orgasm. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's interesting. Greetings, Elizabeth. Triona, nice to see you. Like Led Zeppelin says, a whole lot of love. Wow. I don't know, that's what that was about. Elizabeth says, bringing sexy back. Great minds. If you don't want to be happy, if you want to be happy, practice compassion in all things. In all things. Good for you, Toys R Us. Is that what your name is? Yep. Not that I have anything against people in relationships that can watch porn together if that's their thing. Toys R Us, I profoundly disagree. But that's my, I think it's how long can you drink poison together and have it not hurt you? That's my opinion. Rocky says, I'm back. Can we start from the beginning? Rocky, what were you doing? Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. All I can do is be me. Porn is a relationship destroyer. Porn's a person destroyer. Podcast excellence. Good afternoon. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody does it. Let's at least not hurt ourselves when we do. Everybody does it. Let's at least not make it harder for ourselves when we do. Don't go there. Everybody does it. Let's try to do it right, maybe. That might be the next step. At least don't hurt yourself. At least do no harm. You're a doctor. You're engaged in an operation, and we're expecting you to at least do no harm. Boom. There you go. That's the takeaway. Do no harm. Toys R Us, there's no, and this is way off the subject, but you've been pretty polite, although you're getting a little pushing the line here, and your spelling is bad, but that's okay. I'm a grammar person, spelling person. If you're gonna, I always feel like if you're gonna insult somebody, at least do it with proper spelling and diction. At the least, Jesus was an ascended master. How the hell can you say Jesus wasn't real? I tell you what, Toys R Us, when you get through being rude, go show me some empirical, objective evidence outside of the Bible that shows me that Jesus was real. Then we can talk. Until then, feel free to have a hot cup or shut the hell up. And we're bringing that out, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know. I used that, not because I was angry. I wasn't cross. I just wanted a chance to throw that out there. So, yeah. And don't come into the chat room all bowed up and think you're not going to get bowed back. Because if you come hard, bro, if you come hard, sister, I'm coming back hard right at you. That's just the way it is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tighten up the bedroom jungle gym. Dude, a jungle gym in the bedroom? Wouldn't that be awesome? You could like do circles and go down on the bed, boom. And if it was spring enough, you jump back up and grab it. That sounds pretty cool. A jungle gym bedroom. That sounds pretty cool. Reminds me of a person that was talking about, anyway, I won't do that. I won't go there. I won't go there. Watching porn creates jobs. But it creates horrible jobs, and we need to deliver people from those jobs, in my opinion. Anyway, hot cup is shut the hell up. Boom. Porn does suck. Purification of consciousness with flaming torch of spirit when it comes to sexual impurity. I like it. I have a very open mind, Jeff, so please prove to me. I don't have to prove to you Jesus wasn't real. You got to prove he was. And I've been doing this for 38 years, and I haven't proved it yet, but you might be the one that proves it to me. But that's enough of that. Get that attitude out of my face. Be rude. Don't be rude, or you'll be gone. Mirrors on the ceiling. Hey, whatever works for you. Pink champagne on ice. Hey, you go, girl. Shut up cups. Definitely. We'll do that, Lisa. That's part of the plan. All right. It'll be interesting to sit back and watch how this video performs. It'll be interesting to sit back and watch how this video performs. Sex swings. Yeah, I was going to make a joke about that. Girls in porn. Yeah, most of those girls, I know they're making some of them a lot of money. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. Thank you, Toxie. Bob Sanders, good guy. We'll have him back. We're all just prisoners here of our own device, and that's what we are. I'm trying to thank you, Michelle Cannon Free. I'm going to end the show on that. Right now, we are prisoners of our own device. And the church wants you to think that you can check out, but you can never leave. I'm here to tell you, you can check out. You can leave, and you're not a prisoner of your own device because you run your own device. Run your device differently, and you'll get different results. Just that simple. And I've given you some suggestions to practice, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Be here tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time. Zachary Hubbard, Gematria Effect News, is joining Jay and I on The Last Stand. I'm going to be talking about the unpardonable sin coming up here between now and then. Keep your eyes peeled. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Be the master of your own domain. Boom. Exactly. Seinfeld. Be the master of your own domain. That's why I was wondering where Rocky went. Rocky's like, I'm out. Anyway. 9 p.m. tonight. Last Stand, Zachary Hubbard. Mark your calendars for Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Just lost complete brain blank. Joseph Atwell, Caesar's Shakespeare's Secret Messiah. All righty. Toxie, I got to see what Toxie says because this is good. People should try to learn to love themselves, and after that, try to love others, help others, and you can't help them if you don't hate them. I like that, Toxie, and we're going to try to get there. I just don't know if I can do it in a public forum because there's more than just not harming yourself. It's more than just not doing no harm. This is powerful. You can manifest. You can create. You can make stuff happen. Should I say it? Yeah. This is how I got on Coast to Coast the first time, cousin. Working it systematically, powerfully, energetically. But I don't know if I can do that publicly. There might have to be a private webinar. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I know hey, Zeus does cut the grass here, so I know he's real. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Thank you, Mary. Don't you just love the 50s, Jeff? Yes, I do. Disagree agreeably. Perfect. Coast to Coast is legit. Maybe a late night after dark show. That's not a bad idea, Tracy. Not a bad idea. All right, I'm going to quit reading your comments because they're too good and they'll keep me here. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Yeah, we talk about some stuff that nobody else talks about. But it's real, cousins. It's real. And we're all about being real. I want to make your real life better. I do. I want to make your real life better. And that's what I'm here for. Even if it makes you uncomfortable. In fact, my job is to make you uncomfortable. Because when you're uncomfortable, you'll move, you'll do something. Continue to ask questions. Continue to question answers. My answers, your answers, question them all. Guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru, master your own domain. It's your junk. You run it the way you want to run it. You create the energetic environment in which you live in. Do something different and you'll get different results. I guarantee it. Let me know how this works for you in clean, respectful communiques if you would. Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. And believe it or not, I even want to unindoctrinate your sex life. It's all about unindoctrinating yourself, cousins. And who knew that it could be so much fun to unindoctrinate yourself? Come back a little bit later. Unpardonable Sin, Zachary Hubbard, Last Stand, 9 p.m. We'll see you soon. Change what you're doing. You'll change your results. Much love and appreciation to all of you. We're the anointed. We are divine. We are sovereign. We are free. Don't outsource your divinity to the I am. You're the we are. Remember it. And we're the last generation of real humans. That's why I'm teaching this. So let's get busy even when we're getting busy. Talk to you soon.